Did, did any of that get through?
It did get through, but I'm just trying to figure out like you're saying like I should do therapy and just work on myself right now
Yes,
in this time.
yes.
Yes, lady.
Because I have bad news for you. Okay.
I don't want the bad news.
Well,
No,
life. Here's the bad news. Here's life, ma'am. When you decided to become a single mother, you effectively gave up dating. That's how the world should be. You decide to have a child, you should not go out with another man until that child's out of your house. Because you're supposed to be a wife. You're supposed to raise a child. You're not supposed to have a baby and then pawn it off to your mother, your grandmother, or to anybody who'd be willing to sit your kid overnight while you go kick it. Having a child is serious. It's supposed to be. So if you honestly, if the world was serious and if there was, imagine this was a law. Imagine just a Thanos snap it. The world, imagine it was a law. He said, all right, if you have a child out of wedlock, you are legally not allowed to date until your child graduates high school. Legally not allowed. You can go to jail for 50 years if caught out on a date. No parole, no second chance. If you're caught out on the date, you can go to jail for 50 years. Okay?
It
That's
makes
this
sense.
world. Would you be dating?
No.
Would you have had a child out of wedlock?
No.
Thank you. There's no that's the problem.
There's no
It's not
consequences.
that they don't understand. There are no consequences. They can go have babies
Yep.
who can be cancer survivors, and then they can just go pawn them off to everybody and still worry about working on me. And you've said it. You're not doing any work on you. You're not doing anything. You don't have a college degree. You're not in therapy. So what work are you doing?
I work out daily.
Okay.
That keeps my mind and myself to like just keep going. I watch a lot of sermons. I'm really spiritual. Like I'm really into
It's not getting through. It's
God
not
and
getting
Jesus
through.
Christ. So just doing those things daily
You're
and
into
just keeping
God
my
and
mind
Jesus.
right
Hold on.
is
Oh my God.
I grew up in the church, man.
uh-huh.
I think you might want to back out of that with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean I
I
do
don't think
watch sermons daily. Like I do.
sermons aren't doing anything for your mental state.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'm not worried. I'm not talking about your spiritual state. I'm talking about your mental state.
Yes.
And see, this is another problem in the black community. I talk about it often. The church is not doing these women any good because the church that I grew up in would have told you, you need help. He would have just kept telling you that God is digital Santa Claus, cosmic Santa Claus, and it's all going to be all right. But if sermons, okay, what about sin? Pride? Vanity? Are you living a sinful life?
Am I living a sinful life?
Yes, you are,
I
lady.
would say, yeah, probably.
Not probably, yes.
What?
It's just these answers that where they just leave these spaces for doubt and maybe, probably, like why why just adding up to that yes? Just say yes and just own it. But no, yes, probably, yeah, probably. It's like just leaving this doubt kind of thing. That's Satan. I can show
Where
you
in the
that.
Bible do the mothers give their kids to their grandma while they go out? Yeah, that's a big problem for me. I got a problem with that. I'm not gonna lie. I got a problem with that. I
Yeah.
got a problem that you ladies are willing to. Your grandmother is your mother's mother.
Yes. Well, that's
How old is
because
she?
my mother and my father are not currently in San Diego.
But
So
that's not your mother or your father's responsibility. But how old is your grandmother?
She's in her like 80s right now.
Oh man, bro. And oh my God, and you allowing her to just, oh man. Oh, maybe grandma really wants to spend time with the kid, but she's in that position that she can have a heart attack, bro. Heart attack, something can happen, and you leaving the kid. Oh my God, that's what I'm saying to folks.
I mean, I'm happy like you're actually talking to me about this because
You
I would never know
rock.
like if this is not okay or not.
You don't rock. You have to be
An
kidding me.
80-year-old woman with a 3-year-old.
You have to kidding me. You have to be kidding
I
me.
gotta ask them, what is so goddamn important that you got to get out to drop a 3-year-old with an 80-year-old?
Yeah.
Honestly, nothing. I was honestly just trying to go out and like, I haven't been. I
Blow
mean,
off steam.
yeah, I mean, just go out. I haven't been out in a while, so I'm like,
And that's what I need you to understand, the mindset
It's wrong,
that
man.
says I can just work out, watch some sermons, and then I can go out because I deserve to blow off some steam. See, what you guys do is you tell yourself these stories. I'm a young single mother. I survived domestic violence. My baby had cancer and I survived that. I'm doing the best I can and I deserve a break. It's too much pressure. That's bullshit.
Mm.
That's a victim queen narrative. And I'm thinking of an 80-year-old woman. And that's just wrong.
okay. Well,
It's just wrong.
okay.
It's just wrong, man. It's just wrong. I'm being honest. It's wrong on so many levels. If you want to go out, you should at least be able to pay a sitter. But to go put your 80-plus-year-old grandmother,
Man.
Okay.
are you paying her? Hell no.
Make it worse.
Is she going to keep the baby overnight?
Yes.
I was planning to pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
After the club closes
Yes.
Yeah, 3 in the morning,
in
4 in the morning.
But
California.
now you got me skeptical. I might not even go out to the club.
But the club closes at what time in California? 2?
Yeah.
So you're going to go over to your 80-plus-year-old grandmother's house and pick up your 3-year-old
At 3 in the morning.
after 2 o'clock in the morning and commute your child, cancer surviving 3-year-old. Where are they going to go? How are they going to get home? You're going to pick her up.
If it was like 12, then I would pick her up. But if it's like after 12, then she's staying.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry. Midnight. That's the cutoff for the 83-year-old. Man, you know these people eat at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It don't matter if it's midnight or 2 o'clock. That didn't make it any better. But that just shows how disconnected this is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to you because this is how so many of our young women, y'all are just living life on easy mode, on fun mode.
No
Not
accountability,
thinking about
man.
anybody else. That's an 80-plus-year-old woman. She is in the twilight of her life. She should not, if something were to happen to your daughter, she's not physically capable of getting down there with a 3-year-old. There's no way in hell I would have done anything this reckless.
I mean, I think she would tell you, like, I can do whatever I want.
I don't give a shit what she would tell you. She's 80.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to understand that before this conversation, and I don't buy that if it's after midnight. No, because you're going to be drinking.
Yeah.
Are you driving or are you Ubering?
I'm driving.
So, you're going to drink.
Yeah, I
Go
don't
pick
drink
your
too
dog.
much, but
You're going to drink. You're going to drink. So you're going to go pick your daughter up after a night of partying and drinking?
No accountability, man. Nothing. Just just let it go,
I
Kevin.
couldn't come in my mother's home after midnight. Grown damn man. I'm 52 years old and I still would not come in my mother's home after a certain hour. I'll get a hotel before I cross my mother's doorstep. I graduated fifth in my class. Scholarships, everything else. My mother had one rule for me: you come back to my home the same day you left it. I was a senior in high school, worked a part-time job, drum major to band, honor roll, dean's list, scholarship, national merit scholar. I had an 11:30 curfew. One night I was able to break it, my prom night. I didn't know what to do. I thought it was weird. I'm a grown damn man, and I would not come in my mother's house after a certain hour to this day because I have respect. So I don't understand how, well, I do understand because we've lost all respect. You're the mother. And you don't see any problem with the age of your grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
your health situation of your child, the logistics of what you're talking about. You're going out partying, socializing, drinking. You're going to wake the kid up to put her in the car
While you're
to
drinking,
get her
while you're
home?
drunk.
No.
And I can guarantee you, folks, this is not the first time that she's done it. She's done it multiple times. She had done it multiple times. And I can guarantee you, grandma and mom were talking about this behind her back, but they never told her. Never told her. Because that's how females do things. They gossip about these things. Because if they confront it, they get very aggressive. You see what I'm saying? And then dad is just in the sideline. Just listen to it. Because if you had a dad, she has a dad, but the dad knows that you're making these bad mistakes, there's no way he would just let it slide through the sideline. He would not allow that to happen because it's weird, man. Remember, he's still the grandpa of the kid. So why he would just allow that to slide like that? It makes no sense, man.
I know how this works, man. I've had a child. The child is not going to be comatose.
Put it there, baby.
You're going to carry her?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go straight home, Kevin. I'm gonna go
No,
straight.
no. But before you were going to,
Let's see what my wife brought here. Nice. I don't know if you guys can see it, but avocado toast. Look at that. She brought avocado toast, 3 slices. So when I finish with this video, I'm gonna eat them.
before you'd have to go pick her up. Is she still small enough to where you can carry her sleeping weight?
Yes, but she is heavy.
Right. And then you have to carry her sleeping weight. Is she still in the car seat?
Yes.
Do you have 2-seater, 4-seater, 2-door, 4-door, what?
I have like a 4-door.
All right. So you have to put this child in car seat, sleeping weight, while you've been out partying, drinking. Then you got to unload this child. Take her back to the apartment. You live upstairs, downstairs, what?
I live 3 flights upstairs.
No elevator.
No elevator.
So you're going to wake that child up to walk the 3 stairs. I'm not a fool. You're going to wake that child up 3 you're not going to carry that child up 3 flights of stairs.
I carry her.
Okay. You're not going to wake that child up to go up 3 flights of stairs after a night.
Can't make this shit up,
drinking.
man.
You're not going to do that. You're going to wake the child up. Anybody, mothers, co-sign with this, mothers. 3 flights. These in California don't have elevators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to wake that child up because you're lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wake
Kevin,
up, baby.
no,
Wake up, baby. Wake
up.
up, baby. Wake up, baby. We're home. I'm on the wake up. Wake up, baby. We're home. I can't carry you. Your mama's big girl. Wake up. I don't wanna. You gotta wake. Then she gotta wake up, open the door, then go take her to her room, put her back in bed.
She's laughing, bro. Oh my god, I can't.
If you say it, yeah, I mean, like, I don't do that like often, but
And I told you, folks, it's not the first time. She done it before. I'm telling you. You
It
can
should never
tell.
be done. It should
huh?
never be done. It should not often. It should never be done.
At
Yeah,
all, no.
See, it shouldn't be done because you should be a
I don't
married
think I've
woman. See, the
ever
way it
like
should be.
that.
Well, you should. This shouldn't even be a conversation because what's supposed to happen is at 27 years old, you're supposed to have been dealing with a man who was marriage quality, and you decide to have a baby after you get married. So you have a husband during your pregnancy. So anytime, so while the child is a newborn or whatever, you got two adults caring for their children, their child. So when mama does need a break at 3, daddy is available for you to go out with your girlfriends, but you still need to have your ass at home before midnight. And you coming
My
back home
ex
to your
wouldn't even
husband.
let me go out with my girlfriends.
No, ex. You picked him. You picked him. I said husband, not boyfriend, not ex. I said husband. But you sound like you probably picked somebody who mirrored you. Y'all
Yeah.
probably were a good match.
Yep.
Because he picked you to be his BM.
Mhm.
But my point is, it's not about you at this point. It's about the kid.
Yeah, 100%.
So you may not like the way I told the story, but that's what it is. You're dropping the kid off at an 80-year-old woman's house. You ain't paying her.
And this is what I said in the last video. Guys, you have to focus on yourself, man, and do not give green lights to females like this, man. I don't know why we do this. I understand these are testosterone, our hormones sometimes just get out of place, but man, we cannot do this. You cannot do this, man. Because now the child is in a situation where, my God, this child's not gonna have it, man. I hope I'm wrong, but this child has no chance in this world. With a mom like that, nope.
Just because it's Thursday. And we got here because you said you want to be married, you want to have a kid, build a family.
But now
No,
I'm
man.
thinking like I gotta wait till she 18 to start dating again.
You can't make this shit up, man.
Her age ain't the problem. Your age is. Your mental age. Your maturity is the problem.
Okay.
This is why you need to sit down with a professional, man, because the stuff I'm talking to you, it's still like you're getting it a little bit, but the issue is
She's not,
your
Kevin.
emotional development.
Peter Pan. She's not.
But that's what you signed up for when you decided to be a single mother. Marry her father. But don't be pawning your daughter off on your family members. That's not cool. Because, like it or not, man, when you run out into the world and you meet somebody, they're going to ask you who you are, what's your name, you got any kids? Uh-huh. Oh, I got a 3-year-old. Oh, okay. They're going to be like, well, damn, it's midnight when you're 3-year-old. Oh, she with her grandma.
It's a red flag.
They'll be like, oh, she for the streets. That's the category. I'm like it or not, that's the category y'all fall in. Men don't have respect for women who are out partying, dropping their kids off their grandmothers. They're like, well, I can hit this in the bathroom real quick. Maybe we go to the Motel 6. They're not thinking about hotel. They're not thinking about weddings and futures.
No. And not only that, and the males that they settle for, they hate them. They hate them because it's not the guy that they were looking for. So it's a lose-lose situation.
Being honest, men don't think about women because they look at we look at what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. She's not even caring.
Yeah.
So think about all of this, man. But seriously, I'm going to recommend that you. There's a website called BetterHelp.com.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
You know, I personally think the Black community, we need a lot of therapy because we weren't even taught what we were supposed to do. We know how to have sex, argue, fight, break up. We don't
Yeah.
even like each other. We're actually kind of hostile towards one another at this point. But at
I
this
don't
point,
like
man,
that.
well,
I don't like
big,
hostility. I don't like none of that.
well, I
She's
get
not
it,
even
man. But the
listening, bro.
reality is, at this point, at 27 with a 3-year-old, you may not like what I'm going to say, but it don't matter what you like. It's time for you to grow all the way up.
Yes, Kevin.
Skip all the way up, because here's what we haven't talked about. Man, anybody you bring your child around is a potential threat to you and your child. And if something were to happen to your child because you weren't grown all the way up and looking, you ain't gonna forgive yourself.
Mm.
But ultimately, this is not a game.
You're playing too much
Y'all are walking
game.
through life like it's a game
Playing too much games.
because you're okay with it. Because my daughter has a roof over her head, she has food. She was sick, now she's well. I'm maintaining a child. That's fine, but it's not a game. So, all right, have a good evening, man.
Well, I think that was a waste of time, to be honest. I don't think she listened to anything. I don't think she learned anything. She's still gonna go out, tell to her friends I spoke with Kevin Samuels. Oh, really? And they're gonna be happy about Kevin Samuels. And they say that, and all her female friends are gonna tell her, you know what? He's a misogynist, all that, blah, blah, blah. And he's wrong. She will say, you know what? Thank you. What you basically did was assuring my lifestyle. Hey, boom. Back to the same place. That was not even a seed planted. She saw the seed and just threw it away. That's what she said. That's what you did. She did. Man, this is yeah. This is not only the black community. This is in the United States, now in the Western world, Europe. I mean, this thing is just spreading like wildfire, man. And it has to do with, in my opinion, it has to do with feminism, man. I'm telling you, folks, that's the core problem, because everything started in 1960. 1960 is a very important year. Memorize that. It's the introduction of the birth control. Introduction of the pill. So make sure you guys understand what's going on here. Birth control is a problem because it gives females the illusion that they can always get that 1% guy. Because I mean, every time they make mistakes, that the consequences are not clear. So before the birth control, if you made a mistake, you had to pay for that mistake, and the village would shame you for that mistake. But in this case, it's not. It's not like that. Man, what a sad story, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.